Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Well, guess what? I've got a right surprise for you today. We're at the Huddersfield Comic-Con, hence why I'm wearing the Star Wars t-shirt, and although you might not notice it, I've actually got R2-D2 socks on as well. So you're going to be watching the big geek in me and probably all the other people that's here today as well. So come along and join me and let's have some fun.
What a lovely gimbal you've got. Yeah. Should be showing it.
Okay, we're deployed to Huddersfield from the East Midlands Garrison. Roger that.
Well, I've just been joined by Rob from the East Midlands Garrison. Nice to meet you, Rob.
Hello, good morning. Hello. We travel around the East Midlands predominantly, but we do go as far as the West Midlands and down south, and we bring smiles to faces and we raise money for charity. So we're here with Martin Ballard today and this wonderful Comic-Con.
How many members have you got?
We've got 45 in total and 42 have got costumes, and most people in the garrison have more than one costume. So I think we've top out about 120 costumes in all amongst those 42.
And how much have you raised so far for charities?
This year we're on course for about 1,500 so far,
Okay.
That's what we're looking at, and we raise predominantly for PASIC, which is Parents Association of Sick and Injured Children, which is a local charity, basically East Midlands and Midlands, looks after children that are suffering predominantly with cancer.
Fantastic. You've done a good job, Rob, because you've managed to somehow get the Empire and the Rebels
They
together.
all have to come together in the sake of charity. We don't have any fighting in front of the public. Tonight it will be a different story.
So do you want to talk about some of the costumes?
So here we've got Alex, he's doing our Luke, so he's our resident Luke within the garrison, so he's obviously doing his Red 5 today. Some of the costumes are bought, but we also do our own stitching and we do our own leather work, and Andy, who's at the end there, who I will introduce you to in a little bit, who's our X-Wing pilot, he does a lot of the work, as well as our TK. He's a fantastic 3D printer and kit builder. So we try and keep the kits as authentic as possible, we just go out and have fun. So this is, like I say, Alex is doing our Luke today. He's coming out a bit later on in his Return of the Jedi Luke.
Oh, fantastic. Look forward to that.
And then here we have Dave, who's one of our longest standing members. He's obviously in his biker today, and he's also got an X-Wing as well as other costumes, got a Shadow Trooper and things like that. So, but the biker is his go-to choice. I think it's just for the manoeuvrability, and we have a no lids off policy because this is the way. But it's very easy to have a nice cup of tea on the quiet because the front of the lid pops up on the biker.
It does look more comfortable because I did notice that the Stormtrooper has to walk in a certain way.
Yeah, very iconic but very clunky.
Yeah.
And then we've got Jane here who's doing Governor Price from the TV series Rebels, the animated series Rebels. And again, she's looking fantastic. She's got genuine boots on and she's got the correct wig, so we're all about trying to get that accuracy of the character. She's making sure that her 2 Imperial soldiers are towing the line today.
So it's not real hair?
It's not real hair.
So when Jane does her Jedi, because she's not portraying Admiral Price, Governor Price, she takes that off, and we see Jane's natural hair.
Super. Well, I know so we've got a stormtrooper
Needs
here.
no introduction. The
Good
TK.
morning.
You see, he's even got the voice changer in there, and this is Simon inside, and he does a lot of our 3D printing and armour building as well as he's created and built a full-size working R2 that is quite impressive and a good addition to his living room.
Fantastic.
So,
Well, that's everybody's dream to have a full-size
yeah,
R2.
yeah. So it's phenomenal. I've been around there, lucky enough to go in there for dinner and chat with R2 over a curry. So that's been alright.
And last but not least,
Last but not least, we have Andy. So Andy's phenomenal with the leather work, does a lot of stitching and just general costuming. If he's kind of your go-to guy, if you want to get anything really, really accurate. His basement in this house is like a treasure trove, basically, and it's a combination of stuff that he can make stuff with, odds and ends that you think, what is he going to do with those? And then he turns up with a phenomenal Mandalorian kit, for example. But he does a lot of our spraying as well on our lids. So other than our Luke X-Wing lid, which is obviously accurate to Luke's, all of the X-Wings that we have in the Garrison, they have their own design. So the whole point is that when all 12 of them are lined up, we have Luke and then we have individual pilots, so they're all completely individual.
fantastic.
I don't have any duplicates.
I'm really looking forward to seeing all the other costumes as
We'll
well.
be rolling them out throughout the day, yeah. So,
Who should we look out for?
well, we've got Katie's arriving shortly. She'll be doing her slave Leia. I'm going to be costuming up, and these guys are going to be changing as well throughout the day.
Fantastic.
So,
Well, so we've got some surprises.
okay.
So thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
very much.
ever so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Take that!
Well, I've just been joined by Abigail, wearing an absolutely fantastic uniform. Now, you said it's from Halo 3 ODST.
Yes.
Okay, and it's handmade. Can you believe it? Just take a look at this. 3D printed. And how long did it take you to build?
It's taken about 2 years, on and off.
2 years.
Mostly during COVID lockdown, so I had a lot of time.
Absolutely fantastic. And you've made everything.
Yeah, it's all 3D printed by me or hand sewn. The 3D model files were made by a few different people.
Yeah.
So this is by a guy called Aguilar Studios. The main bulk of the suit 3D files are produced by someone called From the Brink Studios.
Yes.
Some of these are Sean Bradley, including the backpack. But the rest of it, it's all just hand sewn or 3D printed.
Which was the hardest to make? I'm looking at either the shin pads or the helmet, or am I wrong?
The shin pads were the most time consuming because I don't know if your audience knows how 3D printing works. It doesn't just come off the platen like ready-made. You print it and you've got a very textured finish. You've got to sand that down, fill it with car bodywork filler, sand it again, paint it, varnish it, so it takes a significant amount of time to get this sort of end product.
Wow.
But honestly, the most time-consuming thing was probably the undervest, because I had to pattern that entirely myself. So
Actually, yeah, you can see the detail in it. Yeah.
So that's like layers of pleather, Cordura, EVA foam, a lot of nylon strapping, Fastex buckles.
So a lot of late nights.
Yeah, a lot of late nights.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you ever so much for showing us this. I'm sure the viewers at home will really like this. Thank
very
you.
much.
Hello, hi. We hope you're having a wonderful day.
So I've just been joined by Collar, who's in an amazing handmade costume, and you've come today to Huddersfield Comic-Con as the medicine peddler. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you want to explain what that is? I'm just looking at the impressive ears and teeth. Believe it or not, those are not plastic teeth; they're actually glued on. Apparently, we're using dental. What is it?
It is like dental adhesive.
Dental adhesive.
Yeah.
And do you want to just get a close-up of these ears? They're really impressive.
Yeah. They're from a company based in Spain. Yeah. But yes, the medicine peddler. He's from a show called Mononoke, and he goes around and he solves supernatural mysteries and he exorcises demons.
So is it like a comic book thing, or is it anime, or?
It's an anime.
Yeah.
And it's got about 12 episodes, so it's nice and short.
Yeah.
There's a film coming out soon as well. But yes, in essence, his job is to find out what the demon is, why the demon happened, how it came to be, and what does the demon want.
Yeah.
And then after he finds out these three things, he can then exorcise it with his sword.
Oh, fantastic. So how long did it take you to make this costume?
A couple of months. I don't quite remember.
And it's recycled materials, you say, from charity shops?
Yes, I bought curtains, and then I...
Can anybody recognise their curtains? If so, they've been put to good use. Even the shoes are fantastic as well.
Thank you. The shoes are bought though.
The shoes are bought. No, that's absolutely fantastic. It's a great costume. And I wanted to ask you because it was a little bit different to what some of the other ones were. So I didn't want you to get left out because not many people would understand what that was from. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, spread your legs. You don't have anything that you shouldn't have.
No, officer.
Right then, on your knees. Hands behind your head. Okay, you're going away for 10 to 15.
Kiss. Call back.
Okay, I've just been joined by Spider-Man just before we leave. I hope you've enjoyed this Huddersfield Comic-Con video. It is my first Comic-Con, so hopefully I'll get invited to a few more. So thanks for joining me, Spidey. Keep up the good work. I can't move. Cut! gonna come out yet? Where's everybody gone?